This is a call for the people longing for liberation. All who wander too often the desert, not sure of the way forward. Too often thirsty and afraid, looking for water.
This is a call for the diving in with all the dreams of your heart. The struggles, the joy, the fear, the thirst, the courage, the community, the love.
Here we remember the time for joy is always now.
Here at this deep well, may we be filled so that we can pour ourselves out into the world.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to First Parish Church of Groton and to our first Sunday of the new church year. I'm Allison Chase. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm also co-chair of your Board of Trustees, along with Holly Estes. We are a community seeking to deepen spiritually, to take care of one another, and to be a blessing to the world. Unitarian Universalism is a faith for all. So bring all of who you are, all of your beliefs, identities, abilities, challenges, and gifts. Bring all of what you've been and all of what you've done. There is room here for all of it. Our congregation includes a wide diversity of beliefs. I invite you to freely translate the language you hear today. If you are visiting for the first time, whether here in person or online, we're very glad that you found us. If you would like more information, email us at welcome@uugroton.org. Today's service is for all ages. We especially welcome children and youth. We're not concerned about noise, and we hope you won't be either. However, the service is broadcast several places downstairs if anyone needs to take a break. Lemonade and snacks will be served outside today with gratitude to the welcoming committee for hosting and to everyone who brought food to share. As you may have noticed, our COVID safety guidelines have changed. Masks are recommended, but not required. We will be singing today, but we ask the congregation to sing quietly. The choir is masked because they have chosen to do so. The Welcoming All Committee is starting another round of the Buddy program. Oh, wait, I skipped a page. I need page 5 for the rest of the announcements. We do have a very effective air filtration system running. As with all things COVID related, our guidelines may change as the virus changes. If you have questions or concerns, you're welcome to speak to me or any member of the board or the COVID task force. We are once again holding virtual church on Zoom at 7 p.m. on Sunday evenings. All are welcome. If you need the link, please email us at welcome@uugroton.org. Special thanks to Melissa Wood, who is filming this morning, and to Irv Rockwood and Suzanne Nelson, who I didn't see. Oh, she is here. Okay, great. Who greeted us. Lisa Girolamo and Donna Nowak are ushering today. They have large print lyric sheets and assisted listening devices. If you need anything during the service, they'll be happy to help. The soft pouches in each pew have some new toys in them. Okay, now a few announcements about upcoming events and happenings. Please join us for our Black Lives Matter vigil today and every Sunday at 11:30 on Main Street in front of the church. You got a flyer in your order of service about next Saturday's celebration of our church building at 1 p.m. All are welcome to this event being hosted by the Old Groton Meeting House Preservation Fund. We have a radical usher training happening next Sunday right after church. It will be quick, friendly, and open to all ages. Please let Aaliyah or Lee know if you can make it. We would love to train more ushers. Now, the Welcoming Committee is starting another round of the Buddy program. The Buddy program pairs engaged church members with newcomers. We are looking for both buddies and people who would like buddies. You can sign up by emailing welcome@uugroton.org or speak to Lorraine, who will be at the lemonade table after service. And last announcement is from Cynthia Williams, our coordinator of religious education. And here she goes.
Good morning. Connie Goodrud wrote, "Everything we do is faith formation. Everything we teach is Unitarian Universalism. The congregation is the curriculum." The congregation is the curriculum is such a powerful message that invites each of us to commit to supporting faith development for every age. And it reminds us that religious education is a time for children to learn from adults, as well as a time for adults to learn from the incredible children in our congregation. I will be continuing as religious educator this year, and I would like to ask everyone here and every congregation member to please consider volunteering with religious education. The themes of RE will follow the worship themes and also include a back to basics approach to teaching the UU principles, rituals, and traditions. I would like to ask each of you to consider, what is my favorite part of being a UU? Which interest or gift would I like to share with children in the congregation this year? The success of the religious education program is dependent on the commitment of volunteers to share their time and gifts. While some volunteers may have previous experience teaching, it isn't expected. I can help prepare lessons and materials in advance so that the time commitment for volunteer teachers will only be about an hour of preparation in addition to the time teaching on Sunday morning. In order to offer combined ages, one-room schoolhouse model of religious education, we do need at least 3 adults to serve as lead teacher, assistant teacher, and backup teacher. And to offer 2 age groupings, we need at least 5 adults. So we really need your help this year. After the service today, I invite you to please stop by the RE table outside to share your interest in supporting religious education this fall. I'll be at the wooden table by the lamppost outside the East Wing classroom door. And you're welcome to email me at any time, cwilliams@uugroton.org. We'll also have an area for children to work on some prayer beads or make a bracelet after the service while they're enjoying their snacks and lemonade too. Thanks, Lars. Also, one note on child care. We found only a small number of children under 4 participated in RE last year, so we're inviting children ages 3 and under to be part of our one-room schoolhouse model of RE. If you have a child ages 3 and under and you would like to request childcare services for them, we'd love for you to let us know a couple weeks in advance so we can plan for additional volunteers. An RE registration form has just been updated and sent to families receiving RE emails. Please complete the registration form soon, and if you didn't get an email from me yesterday and you'd like to be added to RE email notifications, please stop by the table or email me. And if we find that there are more families with children ages 3 and under that are interested in childcare this year, that would be wonderful. We'd be happy to look into the option of having a separate classroom then at that time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, that's the end of the announcements. We have learned through the pandemic that our sanctuary is not this room or any place at all. Sanctuary is what we create together. Please come in and rest for a while. You are so welcome here. Now we'll take a moment to stand as we are able and greet each other. But before you do, if you would rather not shake hands, just bow or wave to greet those around you. And if you're willing, please come around front and say hi to the camera, to the folks who join us from a distance.
So will you remain standing as you are able? And before we sing our opening hymn, I want to invite the children, as was our tradition and is again, to bring the chalice back into the sanctuary while we sing. So if all kids, tall and small, will gather with Cynthia in the back, and you'll see that the chalice has ribbons, and we just want you to hold onto a ribbon and slowly move the chalice forward once we start singing. So we need all kids. So good. So now we'll sing our opening hymn, Down in the River to Pray. The first 2 lines are on the front, and then you just need to quickly flip your page.
in-gathering Sunday in the sanctuary before. That was beautiful. Okay. I never claimed not to be a crier. My name is Lee Kindy. I am in the fourth quarter of my internship here at First Parish Church of Groton. I use they, them pronouns. As you are, sobbing or not, where you are, I'll invite you to bring your awareness more fully into your body itself. The ringing of our meditation bell at the start of worship has become one of our traditions, a reminder to each of us to remember that we are whole as we are, that we belong wholly upon this earth, and that we are all held in the love that holds us all in tenderness. We're adding a slight adaptation to our 3-bell ritual this year. With each bell ring, I'll invite you to do either or both of these things. So inhale and exhale is one of the things. Clenching your hands into fists and opening them is another. Okay? So the first bell is for you. Inhale and tighten. Exhale and open. The second is for your loved ones. And the third is for the world. Just by word of a short explanation, the reason for that is that breathing is not relaxing for everyone. There are people who struggle to breathe, and so the addition of the hands is another way in to the settling of ourselves. I also find it helps me to settle. All right. Aaliyah is going to invite our kids back up.
I a little bit forgot how to do church over the summer, so I have to remember. You remember? I'm glad some of you out there do. So if you are with us remotely and you have a chalice or some kind of candle you would like to light, I invite you to get that now as we light our common chalice here in the sanctuary. The chalice is the symbol of our faith. Created during the Second World War, it is a symbol of resilience and resistance to hatred. It is a symbol of hope. So on our first Sunday of the year, we ask the children to come and we light the chalice all together as a congregation. So will children come forward again? Come on up here, we need you. Come on up. So our part, the children's part, come on, squash in and turn and face our people. So the part for the children is this. We're going to say together, gently, lightly, we hold this light. Let's practice. Gently, lightly, we hold this light. And Allison will lead the grown-ups and the teenagers. Ready? Oh, and it's in your order of service, under chalice lighting. Ready?
We learn from the sea how to hold this light.
Gently, lightly, we hold this light.
This light says, love exists in as many ways as there are angels of the sun on the ocean.
Gently, lightly, we hold this light.
This light says, love exists in as many ways as there are beating hearts in this room.
Gently, lightly, we hold this light.
This room is filled with light.
Gently, lightly, we hold this light.
Our chalice holds our light. It is warmth and brightness.
Gently, lightly, we hold this light.
May love shine strongly here. May we bring this love into the world.
So Santiago, do you see that tall, thin candle right there on the table? Will you go down and get that? And light it for the tiny one. And light our big one. Over here. Oh no, over here. I wasn't clear. Okay, maybe some littles can blow it out for you. And I would like to invite the children to actually be seated up front because it's going to be time for our story very soon. So just have a seat right up front, but back up a little bit so we can move our stools in.
We begin our church year remembering that day 21 years ago when the towers fell. We begin our church year also remembering that Ukraine is still at war, as are Myanmar, Libya, Syria, and others. And yet, we begin our church year with the hope and promise, born from our prayers, our love, and our deepest wishes to make real the world we dream might be, a world where all are free and all are at peace.
Let's go over here.
So we're lighting our peace candle to hold that promise together. Let's see, Rose, would you come up and light the peace candle? So just take the little one and light that big white one, and then peace is tricky. Peace is hard. Perfect. So please remain seated if you will, unless you'd like to stand, and join us in singing Carol McDade's song, Spirit of Life. We sing it first in Spanish, translated by Reverend Lilia Cuervo and Reverend Barrios, and then we sing it in English. And the words are in your order of service.
So, the first time we have big church, every year we all bring water. Did any of you visit any water this summer? Where did you go? Did you visit an ocean or a river or a pool? To the ocean? Where did you go? And did you see water there? Were you in water there? Was it a river? Was it ocean? Ocean. Where else? Where else? Where'd you go, Zoe?
We go.
You went to lakes. Yes, Leo.
We go to Canopy Lake.
You went to Canopy Lake.
There's water there too.
There was water there too. Yeah, where did you go, Zoe? You went to Canopy Lake Park? Okay, that is a place I do not love. Yes, Abigail, where did you go? What kind of water? You did?
Let's go in.
Spectacle Island, or was it an ocean? Was it Rose? What kind of water?
Let's go.
You went to the lake near your house, yes.
Let's go do that now.
You went to a water park? This is so fun. So, why do we bring water back to big church? Does anyone remember why? Because we make that water into our holy water that we use to bless each other and important things during the year. Now, clean water is so important, and not everybody has clean water. Right now, there are people who don't have clean water in our country, in Jackson, Mississippi, and in other places in the world. And I bet you know that right now we're in a drought, so there's not enough rain, yes. Yes, some people don't have enough food either, and you need water to grow food. So our book this morning is called We Are Water Protectors, and it was inspired by the many indigenous people who are leading groups to protect the world's water. Yes, tell me your name. I don't even know your name. You read this book once? I love that. Did anybody else read this book? So you have it at home? So this book talks about a black snake that threatens the water. And the black snake in this story stands for an oil pipeline and other things that hurt water.
Do you want to talk about a drum? Sure. I brought this drum today, and there's a little part where we're going to play it. It's called an ocean drum, and let me see if you can figure out why. So whenever I get longing for the ocean and I don't have time to go, I just take out my ocean drum. There is a repeating part in this story that says, we stand with our songs and our drums, we are still here. When we say that part, I'm going to play a little bit on the drum, and Sue might be joining me from over there, and you all can drum on your lap or on the floor, just a little drumming. We'll just do it for a few seconds and then we'll stop. Okay, so listen to that part. All right.
Water is the first medicine. Nukomis, and Nukomis means grandmother in Ojibwe. Nukomis told me we come from water. It nourishes us inside our mother's body as it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said.
Okay, here we go. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins.
My people talk of a black snake. Do you remember what that stands for? The oil pipeline that will destroy the land and spoil the water, poison the plants and the animals, and wreck everything in its path. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many years.
Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink, not clean enough to drink.
But take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water and gather my people together to stand for the water and the land, to stand as one.
We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. The winged ones. Who knows what the winged ones might be?
What are the winged
What are the winged
ones?
ones?
Yeah.
The birds that fly. Yeah. And the crawling ones. That's Leo and other things who crawl.
The four-legged. What are four-legged? Horses, dogs, cats. The two-legged. Humans, what else? Chickens. That's right, kangaroos. The plants, the trees, the rivers, the lakes, the earth, we are all related.
Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks on my face, tracks down my people's faces.
Water has its own spirit. Nukomis told me that water is alive, and water remembers our ancestors who came before us.
We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here.
We are keepers of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken.
We are water protectors. We stand.
The black snake is in a fight for its life. So now we're going to use water for a blessing. But we're using last year's water because this year's water isn't made yet. So Ursula, will you come up here? And children, I want you to stay up front to help with blessing because children know how to bless. So as some of you know, Ursula Fleury is moving to Switzerland this week.
My home country.
So today is her last Sunday in church, though she is promising to come back to visit us whenever she is in the country. Now, Ursula lived in Switzerland for the first half of her life. She lived in the Groton area for the second half, and she's going back to where she started for the third half. Most of us don't like saying goodbye, but saying goodbye is important. It's important to feel the sadness of goodbye, and it's important to honor that goodbye. We say here that our community is made more whole by each person who comes here, and that until each one of us got here, there was an empty space in the exact shape of us. And if that is true, then it's also true that with each person who leaves, we are not as whole. We're not the same. We will not be the same without your presence. But love does not disappear. And there is an invisible thread like a fishing line that will always connect Ursula to this community. So Ursula, we are going to bless you with the holy water of our community. It represents our strength, our love, and our prayers for you. And the children are going to help by putting some water on your hands. I think the bigger one.
I guess I need a lot of blessing.
Yeah, that's
I know,
right.
big water.
So, Coraline, would you put some water on Ursula's hands? And this is to bless the work ahead of you. And Zoe, would you put some water on Ursula's feet?
Stop!
And this is to bless your journey.
Thank you. Leo wants to bless too.
Leo, would you like to bless too? Come on up here, please.
Have another foot.
Do you want to put some water on Ursula's other foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
First, I'll pour the water in your hands.
Okay, hold up your hands like a bowl.
Here you go.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you.
Wet.
These words of blessing are taken from Jan Richardson's blessing called Ascending Blessing. It is a strange thing to be so bound and so released at the same moment. To feel the heart wide open and wider still even as it turns to take its leave. On this day, let us say, this is simply the way love moves. It's ceaseless spiraling, turning us toward one another, then sending us into what waits for us with arms open wide in welcome and in hope. On this day, in this place, where you have poured yourself out, where you have been emptied and filled, may you be aware more than ever of what your heart has opened to here, what it has tended and welcomed here. where it has broken in love and in grief, and where it has given and received blessing.
So will the congregation please stand as able? And will you repeat these words to Ursula after me? This day we send you forth.
This day we send you forth,
But we will not forget you.
but we will not forget you.
This day we release you
This day we release you
into the Spirit's keeping,
into the Spirit's keeping,
even as we hold you
even as we hold you
in gladness and love.
in gladness and love.
Amen.
Amen.
So Ursula, I'll ask you to stand outside with Lee and me after the service so that each of you can wish Ursula well and give her your own blessings. So now you may be seated and children may return to their grown-ups.
After the offering music, we will make our new holy water for the new year. As has become our tradition over the past 21 years, we invite people to say a word, just one word, or two words if you absolutely have to, while you pour your water into the common bowl. It took us about 15 years to get ourselves down to a word. Don't worry if you didn't bring any water today. We have plenty of water up front for you to use. But during the music, we ask you to think about what your word might be. It could be a word about where your water is from, of course, Maine or Atlantic, or a word about your experience of that place, joy, family, rest, or rain, especially rain. Or it might be a word about your life, or where you are right now, or a word about how it is with your spirit. But whatever your word, whatever you bring, that is the word we want to hear. That is the word we need to hear today. Our generosity sustains this congregation and allows us to deepen spiritually, take care of each other, and be a blessing to the world. We couldn't do it without all of us. The morning offering will now be given and gratefully received.
Coming to the edge, running on the water. 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 Running, 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 running. Coming to the 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 water. Running,
Welcome you questioners, seekers of truth, pilgrims longing for sanctuary, travelers needing harbor from the storm. Welcome those who are hanging on by a thread, determined breakers of the chains of loneliness and isolation. You pushed through your fear because something told you that you deserve to belong. Welcome home. Welcome those who braid ropes again and again. You have been there for our siblings who were just hanging on. You gave them a hand into community, and you told them they could rest here. Welcome you who seek spiritual and religious community for your children and your grandchildren. You entrust your young people here, and we as a community commit to nurture and respect them. Welcome children and youth. You give us the gift of your wisdom, your joy, your curiosity, and your trust that we will hold all of it safe. Welcome home. How do we make this tender place wider? How do we stretch to a bolder welcome and embrace a radical generosity of the heart? How can we imagine ourselves, the stewards and ushers, not only into this space, but into this circle of belonging, into this embrace? Can we be humble and generous? There is enough grace here. There is in this place the possibility of healing and repair. The possibility of making some things right within ourselves, between us, and with the wider world. There is in this place possibility. Welcome home. Today we return to this deep well, this place of strength and hope, to pour our water into a common bowl. We come to pour our sorrow and our joy, our yearnings, our struggles, our tears into a common bowl. Each year for the past 22 years when this congregation has gathered to begin a new church year, we bring back a little bit of water from somewhere we've spent time over the summer. I know, Lars, too many words. It could be water from an ocean, water from your garden hose or a river you kayaked in, water from the sink of a hospital room where you spent time this summer. We gather all this water together, and our congregation's resident chemist, Sarah Yakabuchi, if you see her, say happy birthday, will filter it in her lab and put it in jars, and that's how we create our holy water for the year ahead. And we use that to bless any new babies or kids who are dedicating, to bless people we marry, to bless the youth bridging into adulthood, and all the other things that might need blessing this year.
So here are the logistics. We will pour our water kind of section by section so that we don't have traffic jams and you don't have to stand for a long time and wait. Starting with this side, we'll make a line up this aisle, come around. If you need water, we will offer you water, and pour your water, say your word, and I'll repeat it so that everybody can hear it. If coming up is hard for you, just raise your hand during the ceremony, wave it, and an usher will come to you and give and take your water and your word and bring it out for you. Sean will be playing some music underneath, and the choir will be singing a song called Holy Waters. So as you wait to pour the water and as we move around the sanctuary, let's do so without talking, so that we can hear how together, in words and music and sound, we create something beautiful. A poem, a prayer about water and life, which is utterly particular to this community at this moment. And you're also welcome to pour the water in silence and let your silence add to the prayer. So Lee will begin by pouring some of the water created at last year's water ceremony, and this water contains a little bit of water from the year before that and the year before that, going back to the year 2000.
This water represents the ongoing stream of this congregation's life together. The deep well we have created here. The word is continuity.
And will you pour some water? I have water to add from those who are here virtually. Keith Dawson, Straight. Amy, Mike, and Michael Preston, Stardust. John Appleton, Togetherness. And Diane and Sal Lombardi from the Hospital of Banquet. So the first section, why don't you make a line and come on up. Ireland. Hubbardston. Moon water from Jackie. Hospitality. Daughters. Cape Cod. Blueberries.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Divine Providence, Rhode Island. Openings. Transition.
Generations.
Generations. Transitions. Mansions. Pool. Plumbing. Resilience. Beach. Timeless. Strength. Love. Groton. Oliver. Health. New house. Peace. Stillness. Riding the wave. Change. Serenity. Nate's wedding. love, family,
Anya.
from Anya, Cape Cod, community, Cornwall, Warren Pond transitions, generations, new home, peace, care, compassion, cat licks, peace, river, tranquility, one, kayaking, moving, Cape Cod, patience, success, grateful, family, adoption, home, friendship, new beginnings, Morgan, health, and home, swim,
Rain.
from your mouth to God, gratitude, from Sue Beers, love, Usti, my mother, Renaissance, time, healing, sister, Shirley Meadows, gratitude, Provincetown, peace, the lotus flower, family,
Great expectations.
great expectations, boogie boarding, together warming. Home. MCI Shirley. Do we have any others to bring forward?
It's from Lars. Sing.
Sing. From rivers and oceans and ponds, we have brought water that sustains all life. Water that represents our joys and our sorrows, our hopes and our memories.
We join our water together in a common bowl. We join our lives together in this community of memory and hope.
Here let us drink deep of living waters.
Here together may we find wellsprings of strength and renewal. May we learn here patience, generosity, kindness, and grace.
And may the waters of compassion flow through us and into this world. Amen. So we will rise as able and sing our closing hymn, which is number 1064 in the blue hymnal, Blue Boat.
here in the sanctuary in the evening, feel free to fill one of those out. You can bring it to the the front and put it in the basket, or you can just leave it on the seat of your pew. We're going to do our benediction from the back this year. So please put one hand on your heart and with the other reach out and take a minute to look at one another. As you are sighted, feel one another as you are able. Know that we are connected, beloveds. We are tied together with strong and sturdy threads of love.
Go in peace. You be a blessing to this world.